Hey guys, what's up? TeamUnrealYugioh here, coming to you with a Frog Monarch deck profile. Guys, what's up? Anyway, go ahead, man.
Alright, this is my Frognarch build. Ever since Fishboard got banned, that I stopped running the Gen X engine. This is the pure frog engine. So yeah, with a more of an anti-meta sort of feel. Alright, 3 Kais, still Frognarchs. 3 Ryza, still Frognarchs.
That's a Vanity's Fiend.
Excuse me. 3 Ryzas, 2 Vanity's Fiend. This is where we start getting to the anti-meta sort of style of the new Frognarchs. Frognarchs are slow, so we gotta slow everyone down with us.
I hate this card.
Basically, if your opponent brings out their big monsters before Vanities, then you're gonna soul exchange away their big monster, then drop Vanity's Fiend and lock them down from there. Next up, Christias. A lot of people forget that you can just tribute summon Christia. Christia is still the 28-beat stick that blocks all special summons. And if it gets destroyed, it goes back to the top of my deck, which sometimes this will hurt, but other times I'll still have enough tribute, double tribute fodders.
Between Econ and Soul
Between
Exchange.
3 Econs, 3 Soul Exchanges, Ronins, Faders, Tragodias,
Gores.
I have enough double tributes. Speaking of which, triple Fader. This is sort of the traps of the deck. 2 Effect Veiler. Don't really run traps, so
Expect a meta call video on that, probably.
2 Tragodias.
That one's not shiny.
Yeah, blah blah blah. But Tragodia is an amazing card. Tragodia alone can just win you a game. If you just draw Tragodia on your opening hand, I'll just pass sometimes. Just like let them attack.
Perfect.
3k Tragodia. Next turn's 36. Just if I have a monster that's the same level as mine, I can just pitch it, grab their monster for permanent brain control, and exceed with it.
That card kills me all the time.
Yeah, it does. Gore's kind of like a more consistent Tragodia, but it's a bit less toolboxy, but it's more consistent. It does a lot more shenanigans.
We're running out of battery.
Bulb with Gores is broken, wins games on its own. Bulb is just the only real tuner left in the deck. It's the only real way to bring out my only formula that we're allowed to run. Ronin and Frogs. 3 Swap Frog staple, 2 Treeborns, that's a preference, single Dupe Frog for the added name and for the added consistency of something to search Swap Frog. I've been trying Mother Grizzlies. I didn't like they had to be destroyed by battle. And I like the extra frog name.
Ronin's nice for the double tributes.
And I can exceed into Gachi Gachi.
Gucci.
Foolish, another way to get frog in the grave.
Obviously.
Staple. Triple MST. Back row hurts this deck. As much as people don't really expect much back row, it's still
being played. It really is. Look at TG Stun. I mean, it's for anyone who says that it's a 3 MST in heavy format, there's not back row. There's a lot of back row. Go out and play some. There is still a lot of back row.
Single heavy, Soul Exchange in 3s because of my tribute lineup.
I think I know what you're missing from before.
What?
Where's your 1-for-1?
I'm not running 1-for-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
3 Econs, Soul Exchange, better, and then a single Treacherous. I put Treacherous back in because even though with all the MST and heavy ever going around, because of the threat of MST and heavy, you're not seeing the end phase MST anymore. People aren't setting their MSTs as bluffs. They're going to keep them in hand for when they drop their right before their JD nuke, they're going to go double MST, JD nuke. They're not going to go set the MST and wait for my end phase and just end phase MST. You don't see that as often anymore because of the whole MST thing. But yeah, so it's a nice little thing. Single formula, limited to 1. Can't really bring it out anymore as often. Single Cataster.
Hyper Librarian.
My 5-star. I don't have a Librarian.
Get one.
Gaia.
You packed a Roach.
6.
Get one.
Bryanak, the more go-to level 6. Black Rose, the go-to level 7. Scrap, the go-to level 8. Or one of the go-to level 8s.
Besides Stardust.
Colossal, nice option to have since I don't really have that many synchros that I really need in this deck. Stardust, the more defensive go-to 8-star. Miststorm, one of the Trishula. Shooting Star, since I have formula and I have Stardust, it's just a good option to have. Utopia, Now, a lot of people are surprised I have this. I'm sure because it's mostly because of Tragodia. I take control of an opponent's monster, copy a level with Tragodia, and then exceed into 4-star. Same thing with Roach.
Pack to the Roach today.
Same thing with Leviathan. Gotchi I can actually make with
Swap Ronin.
With Swap Ronin. And then Chimera Tech for Sided Cybers.
Yeah, no one likes Karakuri this format. Except for this kid. This kid likes Karakuri.
I like Karakuri.
So what do you think of it so far?
So far it's testing very well. It's tested as well as Monarchs always have. I bit the overall explosive power is down, but it slows down the opponents. So it'll help. So it can keep up by slowing everyone else down.
When in doubt, slow them down.
More or less.
Anything you want to try? Anything that you suggest people look at?
I've been wanting to fit in the emergency teleport engine just as just 2 Cribbones and an E-Tele, because that's 2 level 2 tuners that can stall off so for your Monarchs, and so it's easy 8 stars, and then the emergency teleport makes you quick synchro. It's just something to try if you have the room. I only had 1 Cribbones, and I didn't want to put a Psychic Commander in there because the level 3 tuner doesn't fit well.
Yeah, the level 3 with a whole bunch of 6-star Monarchs doesn't really work out too well.
Not too well at all.
Alright guys, it's been Team UnrealYugioh, Frognarch. We gonna put anything else up tonight?
Maybe my Illusion Salvos.
Yeah, maybe Illusion Salvo, maybe Samurai, maybe Glad Beast. We have a lot of decks in the binder right now.
I don't feel like taking them out, but yeah.
Yeah, you know, we could if we felt like it. We'll see.
Out.
Yeah, Unreal Spartan. Later.